Hi, this is Pilar Kellenbarger from Collecting Our Angels, Nurturing Our Children. And I really wanted to sit for a few minutes with you and discuss that last blog I had about 6 ways to help motivate your student during this homeschooling. I have great ideas from being a reading teacher with students who were below grade level. I have experience with students that I would service at resource class who would be in special ed with certain goals for their grade level. So, anyway, even students who are not with IEP goals or in certain reading classes, they all struggle. Sooner or later, they're going to be struggling. So, my blog had these different ways and strategies. Well, I just wanted you to know that during the school day, a teacher would have different motivations, different things in the classroom on a positive end to motivate, to sway, to trigger, to encourage, to incline all these kids to do the things that they need to get done. So, what happens is you really have to focus on, hey, Tara, it's my daughter. You really have to concentrate on watching, hey, Julie. So you have to really concentrate on what is actually happening with the student. So what I'm getting this from is also from tutoring. And today I got to actually put it into progress and just actually do it today with a student. So it's the summer, and some students still have to finish things for their school year. They're also going to have to work on things for the next coming school year. So, what you want to do is first breathe, be consistent, is what I'd say. Because my little guy today did not want to do anything. But I had to treat him like my own child, right, Tara? So you have to ask them, so what's going on? Why do you feel like this? Well, I'm tired. He would put his head down. So I started putting my head down and laying all over the table. And he looked at me like I was nuts. And I said, well, do you think that your mom wants me to come over here and tutor and do this? And he's like, no. So I said, I understand that you're tired. So you have to validate their feelings. But what is it that's going on? Oh, I'm just really tired, and it's almost summer, and I get that. So what we were doing is, while he was doing his writing work, I would tell him, you could do your sentence for a little bit, write your sentence, and then when you're done, you can put your head on the table. And then I would say, when we go over the next portion, put your head down and rest. And he liked that. So those are things that you're going to have to do. So for instance, you're going to have to give them breaks. Breaks helps get their mind on other things. One break would be to let them go and just breathe. Maybe have them stand up and go side to side. And that might help them. It gives them more oxygen into their blood, I tried to explain to them, gives them more energy. But today he didn't want to do that because he felt really tired, and you might find that. So I also have them do things like just something for fun. So while we were doing this, he would put his head down. But before, we used to do, hi Dino, we used to do certain things like where we would do certain things like have a balloon to pop in the air, bounce in the air while they're doing their sight words or their fractions, things like that. Make it fun for them. It is homeschooling, it is different. And now with the work that they have to do for summer, it might work out for them. You have to find out what it is that they like. There also might be something big that they want to do. Maybe they want to continue would be doing, and that's what they could be working on at the end. So then you have something to go forward with them to do. Maybe they want to read their comic books after. Maybe they want to do a puzzle, things like that. So it's something in the that they can see in the far end, like, oh, I'm going to be able to do that, then that's something awesome that you could do. Um, Doing things really that are enjoyable during doing it. I have a little one who's going to be a kindergartner that I tutor, and she likes to jump on the tiles as she learns her sight words. So she does that, and she holds her dolly, and she does it, and it's so fun. You might want to do like a target with some of those Nerf bullets. Kids love that. So as they get their fractions, as they count by 3/4 or whatever it is, make it fun. Things like when they're reading or learning something like the first man on the moon and things like that, you might want to actually show them videos, research it. It's going to take a little extra time for us as the parent, but seeing is believing. And you're going to want to do that so that they can see it. Then they're going to become so excited about what they're learning that they might want to learn more and read more. The one that I do with the student I'm working on is beat the clock, and he likes to time himself. So if we have a writing portion, like say we're working on just a small area, the hook or something, he likes to time himself. So he thinks he can get it all done in 5 minutes. So we'll put the timer on for 5 minutes, and then he starts going. And that really works for him. He'll when the timer goes off, and then he gets to see how far he got, and he gets to be excited, and then he comes up with another, I think I can do the rest in 3 minutes. So that keeps him going, that keeps him focused, and he's competitive with himself. Some kids are like that. They like to be competitive. Some kids like to constantly ask questions so that they can get out of doing the work. If you find that, have a pad of paper and say, I'm sorry, what was that question? Write down the questions, all the questions that they have, and tell them after they do what it is you're working on, you'll answer all those questions. That way, there's the questions, they're right there, and he knows that he can go back to those, or she. That's also awesome. One great one is to let them learn to be comfortable in their own skin. Let them practice like breathing. I know in resource we had kids, just because so many thoughts would come into their head and it was hard for them to keep focus. They lay down, they put a little pillow on their belly, and they breathe in and out, and they watch the pillow go up and down, and that really helps them. That really helps them do concentrate and focus, because now they're becoming very present in what they're doing, and a lot of that goes away. The thoughts dwindle away, or they become less. Also doing that with soothing music, also letting them transfer into just meditating. It doesn't have to be anything religious or what some school districts do not like. Just meditating, sitting, listening to their thoughts, maybe different ways, because there are different meditations where they can just say a phrase that is positive, where they can always just think about positive things that they have done. Because we have to remember, these things calm their nerves, their minds, and their thoughts. And sometimes that's what these students need in order to get their work done. At the end, I just talked about how all children need some of these strategies. And these strategies are great if they learn them now in the elementary school level, because then they can take them with them into middle school, high school, college. They are the ones who need to learn, what is it that I can do so that I can get my work done? Because we know as adults, there's certain things we do. I know I get up earlier and I go slow and I time myself. Okay, do 10 minutes, do your hair, and see if you get it done in 10 minutes, because I don't want to lose track of time. Things like that. So it will help them out to become these wonderful adults that we're raising them to be. So that's what my blog about 6 ways to motivate your elementary school student was about. I just wanted to do a video real quick and let you know that these things happen, and sometimes you have to find out what it is that they like, and ask them, validate them, what's going on, why do you feel that way, and just tweak the learning right then and there. And that way he ended up sitting up. His head was up. He was, doing his work. And I made sure he saw that. I said, hey, look at you. Your neck's up. You're not putting your head down. And he was really proud of himself. So these are some things to help them stay positive, stay proud without yelling, without being upset. So try those things. I hope that they work. And you can also go to www.pilarkellenbarger.com at my blog and read some other ways. There are also 16 read alouds of children's books as well as the chapter book, the BFG. So, we have all of these that you can use this summer. So enjoy, cuddle up with them in the bed and put one of my read alouds on and enjoy the summer. Okay, thank you. I'll talk to you soon. This is Pilar from Collecting Our Angels, Nurturing Our Children.